Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome to my channel. It is July 1st. Happy July. Happy July 1st of 2024, 8:09 in the a.m. And happy Monday, and let's say it together. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. We have sunshine and blue skies here in Chicago. Let's enjoy our day, the day the Lord has made. And yes, there are some other things which are being made before us that many times we don't identify. People, I believe I have cracked another code in possibly showing this man's soon demise. Yes, we have witnessed over the years since he has got in office, falling off a bicycle, tripping over sandbags, stuttering, stammering, Jill, his wife, helping him off the stage, the press secretary helping him, Carmela, vice president, grabbing his hand, and now he did the Mr. Freeze on June 27th of 2024. All these things lead to something. Many of you all have been with me for over 4 years. I teach that everything seasons and cycles until it does what? Until it breaks through. And I am telling you, something is about to break through. But it is an act. I said it is an act. This man, I am convinced now, has been X'd. And I said to you all, I think it was yesterday, I have never encountered a video whereby this president was X'd. The video I brought to you a few days ago was, let me bring it up for you. This is what started all. Is when he got off the plane and got into the helicopter. He got off the plane with Jill. They both got into the helicopter with other people. And then this lady got on the helicopter at the end. And there are X's on her dress. This is what started it all. And my mind has been blown ever since. Go back and watch this video. Joe grimacing. Jill wears dress X. Matter of fact, I have no problem playing it for you. Let's get rid of the commercial. Control both. I want to show you. Here it is here. Here it is here. And politicians, these are things that they play out in front of us, okay? Like a movie. So you have to ask yourself, why does she have on black and white? And she came after they got on the plane. But bigger than that, I want you to see something. I'm gonna widen the screen because I want you to see it. Because I'm gonna point it out to you. 1, 2, 3. You see that? That's an X. That's an X. It's subtle. Those are X's. I'm gonna come closer because I want you to see. Not only does she have on the black and white, that the powers utilize actors and actresses to do. I'm not saying that's what she is, but hey, read between the lines. They staged these events. This lady is getting on the helicopter. After everybody, she's the last one. And she's got on an X. This is what started it all for me. Okay, so check out that video. Joe grimacing. Jill wears butterfly dress and X. And I showed where Jill had on a butterfly dress, which could mean demise, the cocoon transforming into something else. Is it him transforming or is it his administration? But check, let's go forward. This day will live and be etched in your mind that if something happens to him, boom, you're gonna remember this video. Look, this ain't for everybody. So you don't have to email me and put in the comment section, why am I wishing anything bad on him? I'm telling you what they're showing me. I'm telling you what they're showing me. This is going to help disturb the social order because eventually he will go down as well. This is culminating in relation to the video I did the other day called The Final Blow. All this is together. All of this is together. All of this is together. They are setting us up socially with what's about to go down. Check out this video, The Final Blow, the immigrant invasion. Between that, Joe Biden, and Trump, they're going to change the social order. That's what they're doing. But they've brought back the I can't breathe moment. Did you hear what I just said? The powers have brought back the I can't breathe moment. Now just watch the video and I'm going to show you how they're doing it, okay? It's deep, y'all. It's deep.
On Friday's debate, as you know, myself and Kristen Tate were predicting for, of course, these debates were going to be disastrous. So let's let Kristen take it from here.
Yes, I mean, this could have been the most consequential presidential debate in at least modern political history. It's done for Joe Biden. I mean, it could not have been more of a disaster. During and after that debate, Chris, I received so many exasperated and panicked messages from liberals, some of whom I haven't even heard from a decade, stating that they were in complete shock over Biden's physical and mental state. And every single one of these Democrats told me that they think he needs to step down and be replaced with another candidate. And it's not just voters saying this, Chris. It is the elite of the elite in the Democrat.
Why do you think they're setting this up? They're setting the stage for the next moment. Look, they're seeding the atmosphere. That's what they do. They seed the atmosphere. Oh yeah. Watch, 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 watch. Remember this moment? I can't play this in terms of the music, but I want you to watch. This is George Floyd's brother. They were at a Juneteenth concert. There's his vice president. And he puts his arm around him, and then they do like the fist bump. It's all over the press. I'll read it to you, but check it out. Joe is just staring. Look at him. Out of space. All this is staged. She's having a good time and nobody recognizes it. George Floyd's brother right there. And he puts his arm around her. See that? Brings him back to reality, so to speak. Everybody talking about, look at the caption, and wrapped his arm around the president in an apparent effort to help. They're selling this atmosphere because things have seasoned and cycled to the point from the time he fell and tripped over the sandbags to the time he fell off the bike. Look, it's going to pop off, trust me. Now, look at this. Daily Mail. Biden sparks concerns as he appears to freeze during Juneteenth celebration concert at the White House alongside a dancing Kamala Harris before George Floyd's brother wraps his arms around him. Now, stay tuned. Don't leave. It's something big I'm going to show you. It's going to pop off. Trust me. Okay? Now, the day that this happened was the 10th of June. It was June 10th, 6/10.
Don't risk.
Now, I got to get past this commercial. And I got to go back to my point. Because I got to show you guys something. Because I don't want to lose my place. Okay, let's see here. $418. So this one's got to be 418, 430. This got to be at the 430 mark. Oh boy, lost my place. Let's just go with this here, see what happens. Yeah, here we go. Looking at the license plate. So this is the license plate of boom. The license plate of this man on the day he said he can't breathe. I'm gonna go back to it. Sorry about that, I just had a brain fog, right? That man's license plate was BRJ. And I speculated when I did this video, you'll never think the same. BRJ could be Joseph Robinette Biden, 26, okay? He was driving a Mercedes 320, and he died under a police car named 320. Now I'm gonna tie all this together. I want you to see it. Looking at the license plate of this man, who died on 5/25 of 2020. Little did we know that this would lead to something, a turning point in American history. This morning I went to conclude a video in relation to this man leaving the White House and not returning for a second term. And little did I know I would go back to this, which to me allegedly is the beginning. You see, because I've been decoding this moment since it began. That's why it's so important that when you saw this moment where he wrapped his arms around him, to me the powers went back and they were trying to tell you about the X that's coming. It's deep. They were trying to tell us. And it hit me the other day. Pearson, their starting points and their historical points that they're reaching to. Like I said, everybody around him didn't know what was going on. And then he finally, fist bumped and put his arm around him. Hey, everything gonna be all right. Okay? They're telling us a story. Watch. That was his brother of this guy who got X'd, who I have showed you guys time and time again back in the day. I don't want to get too far off track, but I have photographs, you guys remember, of him being in the grocery store and there being an X on the floor. This is how the powers roll. They literally, here we go. The guy who was in the car with him, and look at the X. And I know it was back in the day of the C day, but look, there's an X on the floor. But ain't nobody got no mask on. You follow me? See the X. Because minutes later, he was gonna be X. Do you understand the signs, the symbology? Okay? There's the X on the floor. He's standing right next to it. And there's the red and black. Red and black means sacrifice. So follow this. It's deep, y'all. And I believe I finished cracking the code today. You see, possibly this license plate is Joseph Robinette Biden. Joseph Robinette Biden. The vehicle is a Mercedes 320. and then it's 026. My spirit led me to believe that this is February 6th. So, this is the car, the police car, that this man died under. 320. And his vehicle is 320. What are the odds? I have come to the conclusion that this is the end of this man. It's the end of 2024. I've been teaching that the 24 speaks, and the 24th letter of the alphabet is X. Joe Biden's reign ends in 2024 because he has completed his objectives. Now, let's go from here. Look at this. I can't breathe. This man. This is his brother. This is the one that was fist bumping Joe Biden. You follow me now? Let's go back. So much going on here. Here he is here. This is him. The day after this man said, I can't breathe, they took this picture. Look at the colors. The very next day after he met his demise, this is what they had on. What have I been teaching you about the black and the white and the red and the black? You should know by now. I don't even have to say anything. You know. The very day after. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, what are the odds you would have those colors on the very next day? Okay? This is his brother, that's his brother, and that's his sister. Okay? Now, here's the date that he froze at the Juneteenth concert. June 10th. This was June 10th. When you take June 10th and subtract it from the day I can't breathe, 5/25 of 2020, with you know who said I can't breathe. The difference is 48 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days. Look, your jaw should be on the ground. This is the day, the Juneteenth concert, 2024. Subtracted from this day, 5/25 of 2020. Well, this man said, I can't breathe. He said he can't breathe. That's when he died. The difference between those dates are 48/22. What is 48? That's the day you had the eclipse. April 8th was the day you had the eclipse. What happened on the eclipse? An X came across the planet. Now do you get it? And then you got 2/2. Now I think you guys see it. What's the 2/2? Look at it. Antichrist. Beast of Revelation. Antichrist. As above, so below. Now you see the connection? They speaking through this event. They spoke through this event by the dates. The dates connected. The I can't breathe date and the death versus the day, because the day that he had the Juneteenth concert and he froze and the man put his arms around him. The difference is 48 months, 2/2. Isn't that something? 48-22. 48-22. Now look at it like this. If you take the same date, put his arms around him, around Joe Biden, 610, and bring this up to 2024 instead of 2020, what do you get? You still get 2-2. Look at that. Now check this out. A spokesman for the U.S. President Joe Biden re-election campaign says Biden came down with a cold and a sore throat before his last night debate, but adds that this is not an excuse for what the president has acknowledged was not a good performance against Donald Trump. All this is being set up. All these are staged events. Now look what happened.
There are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. That's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
The mumbling and stumbling at the debate that he clearly lost. All this was staged. And I'm saying that one of the biggest signs recently was this, June 10th, which led up to this. Now check this out. He said sore throat. Why does sore throat just happen to be 45? And who was the 45th president? It also means what? 63, 3 6s, 666. Do you feel me? Sore throat. But look, in ordinal and reverse is 135. What is 135? May 15th is the 135th day of the year, 135. If you take May 15th of 2024, subtract it from the day he had the sore throat of 6/10 of 2024, you get 3 weeks and 6 days. Make that make sense. Come on, man. 3 6s. Do you see what I'm saying? They staged this event, allegedly. 3 6s, 666. Oh, but it gets deeper. This is the day of the debate, 6/27 of 2024. Subtracted from the day that the man put his arms around him at the Juneteenth concert, 6/10. The difference is 2 weeks and 4 days. That's 24. The 24th letter of the alphabet is X. He's been X'd. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's all about the X. Then you take the day that he froze again at the Juneteenth concert, 6/10, subtracted from the day of the actual X, we had the eclipse of 4/8. Look at what you get. Look at that. 63, the devil's number. 3 6s, 666. Also 2/2. And that's, remember, I talked about Barack Obama sweated a V on his head. 2/2, the 22nd letter of the alphabet is V. And above Barack Obama and the cartoon, and I Pet Go To, the American flag was shredded right before our very eyes. Baby, this is a deep video. Now check this out. I presented this a couple of weeks ago. First female president prophesied. Check out that video. Listen to this man. He had a prophetic dream about Joe Biden. Listen very carefully. I received an email. Yep, I received an email. A lot of emails last couple of weeks in relation to this brother here. Great Miracles is his site. And he interviewed a guy named Evangelist Omунde. Last name is Olact. This guy has been running with the Lord. I believe he says since 84, somewhere around there. Anyway, he gets prophecies. The brother gets prophecies. And this gentleman here featured him. And what he's saying is that he had a dream that Kamala Harris would take the helm because Joe Biden is going to be rushed to the hospital and never came out. Then he says at the end that chaos would happen, civil war. All right, so that's on my video titled First Female President Prophesied the Hoax. Now watch this. Here's the actual interview. I can only take a minute for copyright. Listen to what he said.
And siren and the signals, the blue flashing lights were traveling ahead of the presidential motorcade, and I saw that President Joe Biden was inside one of the ambulances, and he was being followed by many security cars of the American presidency. And I could also see that the Vice President of America, Kamala Harris, was also traveling in one of the motorcades that were rushing President Joe Biden to the hospital in America. I don't know what had happened to the President of America, Joe Biden, but something serious had happened and he was being rushed to the hospital. And then the dream changed. I never saw President Joe Biden leaving the hospital. What I remember is that the dream changed and I found myself inside the White House.
Deep. Take it for what it's worth. When I have built this thing up all the way from the past, boom. They've been telling us all along, his demise is soon. And once they had the debate, once they brought us this moment here, now they can amp it up a little bit more. Sore throat and everything. All planned, all staged. I do these things in God's will. He said, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. He doesn't want you blind. He wants you ready. Do not panic. This is all orchestrated. They just had to fine tune it. They've been giving us hints, like I said, tripping over sandbags, falling over bikes. Now they got the thing all over the media. Last 2 days now, he got dementia, that the media was hiding it. Everybody knew about it. Come on, man. It's all propaganda. It is all propaganda. Thank God for the revelation. Remember, Jesus is the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. If you don't know him, it's time. He's coming again. The powers are setting the stage for America to go down. But we need to get right, stay right, and get ready for the flight, because Jesus, the Christ, he's coming again. Hallelujah.